Hello, welcome to a video where I'm going to show you how to use Google Sheets, which is really powerful software in order to analyze statistics. The data set we'll be using today, you should have this open. It's called Michigan Crime Statistics Shared. It gives by city the crime statistics for last year. And so what I want you to do is start by making sure that you got all the materials that you need. Take this document, make a copy, and then rename that copy Michigan Crime Statistics - your name. And then in addition, I want you to create a doc called Assignment 65 - your name, and that's where you'll be filling in all of your information. Let's begin. The first thing I want you to be able to do is search the spreadsheet, and the way that we do that is by hitting Control and then F, and then type in whatever you're looking for. Question number 1, I'm pulling from this document right here, asks, look up the city where you live. How many violent crimes were committed there last year? I live in Ferndale, so I'm going to type Ferndale in, and it's going to show me the row that has Ferndale's crime statistics, and I'm looking for violent crimes, which is in column C. So there were 42 violent crimes there last year. So that's what I'm going to type in number 1. You, of course, are going to write down the city where you live. All right, moving forward, the other thing that you should be able to do is sort the data set. And so in question B, we're sorting by violent crimes in order to find the city with the most violent crimes. The way that you do that is by selecting the violent crimes column, that's column C, and then selecting the data menu from the top of the page. And you'll have a number of options. I'm going to sort the sheet. Now if I do A to Z, it's going to sort from the least violent to the most violent. Since we're looking for the most violent city, it would probably make more sense to choose sort sheet Z to A, which gives us from the greatest to the smallest. And we find that the answer to part B is Detroit had the most violent crimes with 14,504. We can also sort by population. This is what we're doing in part C. So the least populous city in Michigan is Michiana, and the most populous is, big surprise, Detroit. So you can use that to answer your questions in number 1. In number 2, what you're going to be doing is creating a set of descriptive statistics for this column right here, for violent crime. What we want to know is the mean, the standard deviation, the 5-number summary, and the count. Click the plus sign and create a new sheet, and then entitle it Descriptive Stats. And then fill it in with this information. This is what we want. Boom, 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 boom. The way we're going to get the mean is by using row formulas or column formulas. So we hit equal sign, average, and then you just tell it the range that you want the average for. So the one way that we can do that is to go back to the data page and click, oh, that did not work. Let me try that again. Right here we want that cell, that's the first cell, down to, I could scroll all the way down. Whoop, too far. Come back. Come back. There you are. Hold the shift key down and then click the last cell and see how we get this syntax that says data, exclamation point, is the sheet that we're on. And then we want cells C6 to C348, end parenthesis. If I hit enter, it's going to give me the mean. Now, if you have a number with a lot of decimal places, you can fix that by clicking on this column and then going up to Format, selecting Number, and then right here, select Number again, and it'll give it to you to 2 decimal places. The same goes for the rest of these statistics. At least we're using the same cells here to here. So I'm going to go ahead and control copy that cell range. And then now when I go to standard deviation, all I need to do is type in standard dev and then paste that range in and hit enter. For minimum, the formula is min, paste, enter. Now for the quartiles, it's a little bit different. If I want quartile 1, we use a generalized formula called quartile. And then after you've entered your data range, you tell it which quartile you want. In this case, we want the 25th percentile or quartile 1, so I'm going to enter a 1. For the median, you can do the same thing. You can do quartile and then 2. For the median, you also have the option, if you want, that you could instead type median and then paste that in, and you'll get the same result. Okay, here, quartile, paste, 3, and then for the maximum, we're going to do max, and then the range. I'm going to also do the count. If I can spell, there we go. And notice that all I did for that last one was type in count and then the range, and it gives me the number of values. So there were 343 cities that were counted in this data set.